All right, the current energies are so intense for the month of June, and this reading is a collective reading for all of the zodiac signs. I'm doing a collective reading because this is literally hitting everybody all at once. If you're feeling the intense energies and think you're going crazy, guess what? You are. But the good news is that you're not in this alone. We're all in this together. Because this is kind of like the energy of the Titanic, right? Do you remember that scene in the movie where some people could see the iceberg, right? You could see the iceberg. They still had time to jump off the boat and go, and be free. But it's like, okay, are you going to take the risk? Are you going to jump, or are you going to stay put because you're afraid? Because, you're in denial. Nothing is going to happen. They said that this boat nothing could ever happen to it. It's strong. It can, defy God even. That's what they said. And what ended up happening? We all know the end. So let's tune in to this dominant energy first. Again, this is a collective reading for all of the zodiac signs. So stay tuned if you do feel these energies. June unfolding. What is this month having for you? What does this month have what does this month have in store for you? Release. Release, you guys. How many times have I felt this from Spirit throughout the month, throughout May, so many times. So this is going to hit all areas of your life. I mean, I'm talking love, career, money, family, partnerships, friendships, you name it. It is hitting every single area of your life. For some of you guys, some of those areas, for a lot of you, every single area where right now you feel like you're going crazy, like you're losing your you-know-what. And yeah, you are, but it's okay. Stay put, stay grounded. It's all about release right now. So this is the big energy that's coming in. Release. Metal energy. It's a very strong energy with metal. Release what no longer serves you. Free yourself from connections to negative influences. You are honorable and you are courageous. Cut those cords in order to forge new relationships and new opportunities. So this is a very important time for a lot of you guys to really be honest with yourself. This man here, look at that sword. He's cutting off everything that doesn't serve him with that sword. It's the sword of truth. Where in your life have you been in denial? Have you been in denial at a job that is no longer paying you what you feel like, it should pay you? In a relationship where you're not being appreciated, or it's just a dead end, it's not going anywhere? With your family members who are just, who knows, maybe taking from you and not giving back? With friendships. I mean, it can literally be any area of your life. And for a lot of you, like I said, it's all. So where in your life do you need to, again, start releasing? This is the current energy right now for everybody. This energy is very intense, like I said, and it's going to make you feel very uncomfortable. It's a very uncomfortable energy, but the uncomfortableness of this energy is what's pushing you forward, or at least it should. Because for some of you guys, if you're just like, oh no, I'm going to ignore it, nothing's going to happen to me if I stay here, if I don't take action, even though you kind of know you have to make changes, take action, believe me, we will be hearing your call for help, your cry for help from afar if you do not jump off that boat. Right now it's a time to take action, to move forward, to make your move. It's kind of like, also part of the energy of that's unfolding of like, if you don't gamble big, then you don't win big. Right now, there's a lot going on. You don't know which direction you should go in, but you've got to do something. It's kind of like inertia. It's kind of like momentum. It's sort of like, okay, if you stay where you have always been, nothing is going to move. The universe is going to collapse things in your life so that you can finally get things moving. But it's kind of like it's giving you an opportunity right now for you to make those moves so that you don't have to deal with all of the collapse of whatever it is that you already know has collapsed, will be collapsing soon, right? So it's a very good time for you to make moves. Again, for those of you guys who are doing a lot of things in investments, things like that, right now is a very good time to make your move. Now let's go ahead and jump into the actual spread. We're going to be going into where you've been, okay, what is leaving, what's arriving, what needs your focus, and any outcome or lessons. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck, you have here the Eight of Cups. You guys, I cannot make this stuff up. I mean, literally, look at that guy walking away. He is literally walking away, okay? This is releasing. He is releasing what no longer serves him. Where in your life have people disappointed you? Your family members, maybe you feel a tie to a specific one or a group of them, and you feel like, okay, well, I have to do this because, well, they're my blood. Oh, really? Well, what about you? Aren't you their blood too? People don't ask themselves these questions, right? Or, oh, well, it's my partner. I should do this. I should keep doing this, even though it's detrimental to my health or detrimental to me, right? Oh, well, aren't you their partner too? So there's that kind of energy there where you've got to start asking yourself those deeper questions that might hurt them, that might hurt you. And I feel like this is the energy here of something that has already caused you huge disappointment in your life. Again, career, family, love, friends, finances. If right now you're struggling with finances, ask yourself where is it that you need to start making moves? Maybe right now you're like, well, I don't know what to do. I don't know which way to go. I don't know what move to make. Do something. Okay. It's the energy there of momentum, getting the momentum activated and started. Something's going to move. Something's going to happen in some way, shape, or form. As long as you don't stay where you are in that Titanic, move, right? The universe is going to start opening up doors for you and opportunities for you. But again, it has to do with you actually taking action and you making those moves. This is all about reward also. You're going to be rewarded if you indeed make those moves, okay? Now, I feel that for a lot of you guys, you've already experienced, again, this discomfort, this man walking away from these cups. And I feel like it's something that either is not for you, isn't meant to be, or it's just not right now, right? It's like not the right timing. And I feel that that's something here that, again, you need to release. This is all of the energy that is coming through for you. Now, I see here, okay, in the past, the King of Wands reversed. So in the King of Wands reversed, I feel that in the recent past, there was some kind of an energy, and this is where you've been, right? Where you've been. That has a connection to where you are right now. I feel that there was something or someone in the past that made you feel small, that made you feel uncomfortable, okay? You couldn't really be who you wanted to be, or you weren't who you wanted to be because of X, Y, and Z, right? Because this King of Wands reverse has a lot to do with a damaged, a hurt ego. Now, this can go one of two ways, or both. Either you felt little, you felt small, you felt like you had to dim your light, you weren't taking action, because in reverse, the King of Wands takes no action. He does nothing to solve the problem. He might say to himself, yeah, well, I've already done that, I've tried that. But does he actually take action? No. So this is where you've been. You haven't done anything about the problem, the issue. You haven't done anything to solve it because of fear, because of feeling small, because of you want to dim your light, or this can also go the other way, where this caused somebody here in the recent past, based on where you've been, some kind of an energy of control. Somebody here who had control issues. Perhaps you have this energy of wanting to control the outcome. You want to control yourself, relationships. You want to control people around you. This is the energy of being very domineering, right? It's either my way or the highway. Why? Where does this control stem from? This control stems from you, inside of you, feeling like you're going to lose your you-know-what, right? Because you are out of control yourself, therefore you're projecting that onto the outside world, and you're trying to control everything and everyone, and guess what? It all ends up collapsing. Because if you don't fix what's within first, you cannot fix what's outside. It starts from within. Now, I also see here, and we're going to be clarifying this also, okay? We're going to go deep, deep, deep into this because, again, this is a very, very important, I feel, reading, because I can honestly say this. This reading right here, because of all of the planetary changes, energies that are in the cosmos and that are affecting all of us as a collective, this is one of the most intense times, weeks, months of this entire year. You can even look at this reading again, months, ahead, and you will still find that it resonates. That's how important these energies are. It shifts the whole direction. There's a lot of releasing that needs to be done. There's a lot of walking away from what no longer serves you, that has brought disappointment, that, again, you need to come to terms with. You need to come face to face with. Now, for some of you guys, you've been in denial. You've been in denial and you don't want to look at it. You're like, nope, I'd rather turn my back to those that I know, I need to turn away from, right? You'd rather just not even look at the problem. Like, say, for example, if these cups are the problem, some of you guys are in denial. You don't want to look at the problem. You would rather just walk away from it, right? If somebody tells you something that triggers you, you're like, you know what? It's over. No, you know what? I'm going to leave this place. If it triggered something in you, that means that there's some truth in it, right? So there's something in this where you have to ask yourself, where is it in my life that I am in denial? Am I turning my back on the problem itself, just ignoring it while it still festers? Because these are all parts of the solution. Now, let's go into what is leaving. What is leaving? You have here the Six of Cups. Wow. What is leaving is a bond, a connection for some of you guys. For a lot of you, it can be a connection from the past. Think back to when you were a child. Think back to when, who you grew up with. For a lot of you guys, this literally has to do with the past, as in when you were growing up, your parents, your siblings, what happened to you in the past that perhaps you've somehow buried, right? You've buried those emotions, you've buried those processes that you needed to go through but didn't because of survival, because you needed to survive as a child, or maybe this happened recently, but it's something tied to your past. This is saying that what's leaving, what you need to release is the past. Something here tied to the past. For a lot of you, I'm getting very strongly that, let's say, for example, you're trying to reach your goal. Whatever that goal is, it can be, career goals. It can be money goals. It can be love goals. You want to find the love of your life. Whatever goal. It could be multiple goals, okay? And you're reaching the point where you're like, my goodness, even though I do my best, I try my best, I give it my all, why does this not work out for me? Why? It's like you keep going through this cycle over and over and over again. Why? The answer is here. The writing is on the wall. It's something related to your past. Okay? I'll give you a brief example. Say, for example, a lot of people talk about the feeling of unworthiness and how if you want to manifest, you have to feel worthy of your manifestation. Well, it's easier said than done because first of all, you have to really accept the fact that you feel unworthy in an area of your life, and you've got to figure out why, okay? And if you've hidden those emotions since you were a child, how in the world are you going to figure out how and why you feel unworthy, right? So this is the time to really reflect on those experiences from the past. It's going to be difficult. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to liberate you, okay? It's going to be that answer that you've been searching for in different areas of your life. That it's kind of like, again, trying to reach that goal, doing your best, trying everything. It's not working. It's not working. Why is it not working? Because it's kind of like there's a lid on top of you. There's a lid, and it's like you don't know that there's a lid there. It's like an invisible lid. And that lid is tied to an anchor that goes all the way to the bottom, that's tied to the bottom, which is the past, per se, right? So you would have to go back down there. You would have to go back down to the past to untie that rope, let it go, so that that lid could pop open. And then finally, you'll see that from this point forward, if you take action, if you make that move, if you release whatever doesn't serve you, if you come face to face with a person, a confrontation with yourself, with your shadow, doing the shadow work, or realizing that some connection, someone from your past, has been keeping you tied down. Now, it's not about blame. It's about, okay, understanding, right? Okay, well, I understand why that person felt like they had to do it. I understand why I felt I had to do it because I was a child, because blah, 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 right? I'm just giving you examples here. But once you release that, you'll be free. And you'll see that once you start now putting in little more work, it'll be effortless. You're going to say, oh my God, the money's just coming in. The love is just coming in, right? The attention, the jobs, the opportunities are just flowing in because you finally got rid of the actual problem, right? That is stemming from something related to the past. Again, it could be the recent past. It could be as a child, your childhood, some kind of trauma bond. It could be anything having to do with your parents, your siblings, an experience that happened to you as a child. But that is a reason why you have been feeling like nothing is working. And right now, the energies that are making you feel uncomfortable are meant to make you feel uncomfortable. They're meant to push you forward. They're meant to push you out of this kind of energy of, I'm comfortable within the battlefield or in the war zone. How is a person gonna be comfortable in the middle of a war zone? I mean, yeah, sure, for those soldiers, they find a way to finally make themselves feel comfortable, but that's not the potential. That's not what they're meant to really feel, right? As far as their full divine potential. It's like you've been sitting in that war zone for so long that now you're just saying, well, it's fine here. It's comfortable, right? Or it's like a seed. It's like a tropical seed that has been planted in the middle of the desert. That poor seed is trying to grow. It's trying to grow and it just can't. It keeps pushing. And it's like, no, you know what? It's fine. It's a very dry area. Why don't you plant yourself instead in an area that allows you to grow, right? Instead of you trying so hard in an area that you're never going to be enough. It's never going to be enough, right? So again, important questions. Let me know in the comments below how this is related to you and your situation. Let's go and continue with the next one. And we're looking at what is arriving. Okay, so I'm happy to see this, the Five of Pentacles reversed. This is great news, you guys. What is arriving is relief. It's, again, the rewards. This is you. This was you before. You felt like you were left out in the cold. You felt like you were in this alone. Like I said, you're not in it alone. We're all in it together. So hopefully that will bring a sense of relief. Like you're going crazy a little, but we all are. Okay, it's just temporary. So the Five of Pentacles reversed, as far as what's arriving, is your rewards, okay? The money finally coming in. You not feeling like you're alone, like you have to do it all by yourself. This is all about connection also. This is about, there's something leaving, okay? The energy that's leaving now as a collective is the energy of doing it on your own, right? That entrepreneurial type of energy that's been going on for the past few years. That's good and all, right? That was a phase. That was good for its time. But now we're coming into an energy where you are no longer going to be able to thrive alone. Now you're going to have to do it with other people. You're going to have to start learning how to connect. So for those of you guys who love to hermit, it's a wake-up call, guys. And it's an opportunity for you guys to start networking, to start feeling comfortable around people, okay? New opportunities. But I feel that right now, you're just not meant to do nothing. You're not meant to sit still in a life that doesn't fit you anymore, in an area that is just not for you anymore, where you can't thrive, where you're just feeling like you're surviving, like you're not good enough, like you're doing so much, right? And so again, your rewards. This is talking about all of your rewards coming in. Now, I do see here also a very important energy, which is what you need to focus on. What you need to focus on right now is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is a huge opportunity that is coming in for you, a reward for you taking action. Even though right now you feel like it's chaotic for everybody. Make your move. I feel like a lot of people are feeling this kind of energy with this, feeling alone right now, feeling like what's going to happen, because it's kind of like you want to know it all. Okay, you want to know what's ahead. Well, I'm not going to make that move unless I know what's going to happen. Well, you're not going to know what's going to happen unless you make it. Right now, the universe is not going to give you the answer. Right now, it's a time to remember to connect to the energy of trusting the process. Instead of kind of like burning out and working to fix something, okay, and you try to fix it, no, you just have to now say, okay, you know what, I'm going to make these changes. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know that it's going to create some kind of inertia, some kind of momentum, because this is also related to, the word is kinesis. It's a Greek word, kinesis, right? Kinesis. And that is the energy of, again, same thing, momentum. Kinesis is the energy that gets things into motion, right? Whenever you talk about like depression, okay? When people talk about depression, when people talk about confusion, I don't know what to do, I'm stuck, I feel stuck, right? A lot of people say that, go through that. It's because you're not creating momentum. There's a time to pause, but then after that pause, you have to start doing something. It doesn't matter what. Even if it's the wrong thing, right, at that moment, believe me, the universe will redirect you, but you have to trust the process. So there's a huge opportunity coming in for you if you do make that move. But a lot of you guys have been through hell and high water, that when this opportunity comes in, you may say to yourself, oh no, that's too good to be true. Oh no, I don't believe it. I don't believe that this opportunity is the one for me, right? Because I've been through so much, and no, it's kind of like you're tired, you're bored, you're frustrated. So this is a time for you to really snap out of it. This is a wake-up call. Okay. Now, the final energy is the outcome. The outcome is related to part of the lessons, which is the Six of Wands. Now, the Six of Wands is directly connected to the energy of achieving success. Achieving success. This is appreciation, accolades, okay, and you not giving up. Right now, a lot of you guys feel like it's time to throw in the towel. You're sick and tired of the same old, same old. You just want it to be over and done with, and that's it. You know, and I understand, I get it, but right now it's all about take that gamble, make that move, take that action, right? This is the part of kind of like the Lion King, I'm remembering part of the movie where Simba returns to Pride Rock to take its place, right? To take its place, and this is kind of like, you know, it's your time now to take your place. And Simba was a little cub. I mean, he was scared. He was afraid of Scar, and he had to just be strong and be courageous and say to himself, okay, well, you know what? Whatever happens, happens. I'm just going to take action and go towards what my heart says is the right thing for me to do. His father even came out through the clouds and said, remember who you are, right? The king of the jungle. So this is the, you know, part of that kind of energy. And I feel like it's also related to the energy where it's very mental energy, okay? It's like a lot of mental stimulus, and it's reminding me of that part like in the Matrix, right? Where Neo realizes that the spoon was never really real, right? It's like he's kind of like looking at that spoon in front of him, and he's like thinking still like it's real, but then he kind of realizes that the spoon is just not real. And this is some kind of like telling you that the limitation is really mental. It's like in a mental space, right? The limitation is not real. The limitation is something that you can easily overcome by changing your mind about it, by having that mental paradigm shift. But again, if this reading did resonate with you, which I hope that it did, again, the main energy is about release. And if you want to go deeper, we're going to go way deeper in the extended. We're going to relate it to your situation, of course, you know, as a collective. So if you did feel all of these energies that I just talked about, if it's kind of like resonating with you deeply, then I will be going into all of the clarifications in the extended. We're going to also dive deeper into if you're dealing with another person, okay, their deeper feelings, emotions, what you should do, what they're going to do, all that good stuff is going to be in the extended as well. And for any personal readings, you can find that link. You can find that link down in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. Take very good care of yourselves, and until next time, bye-bye. And in the extended is where we dive deeper into the situation, into the other person's subconscious thoughts about you, their deeper feelings, emotions for you, their next moves, actions towards you, how this entire situation is all going to develop and turn out for you. And we're going to go ahead and get a final message from source. Okay, so that final message will tie everything up for you. If you want to watch a link to the extended, you can watch that link to the extended down in the description box below. You will find that link. For any personal readings, also you can find the link to my personal readings down in the description box below. And check out all of your monthly readings, your mid-monthly readings, all of your last week's readings, blessings readings, love readings. You can find all of those links to your sign down in the first comment that I pinned down below as well. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment down below. Take very good care of yourselves, and until next time, bye-bye. And right now, all of my personal readings are $20 off using the special discount code GOODLUCK20. You can check the personal reading link down in the description box below. In the extended reading, I go into the other person's subconsciousness, their deeper thoughts about you, their deeper feelings for you, their next actions, moves, and more. And thank you all so much for all of your positive feedback for the extended reading. I am so glad that you guys are loving the extended reading so much. So again, if you want to check out the link to the extended, the link is down in the description box below. And check out my website at GenaMoon.com. Click on shop. I do have new jewelry pieces, rings, bracelets, crystals, necklaces, and so much more for both men and women. So check that out at GenaMoon.com and click on shop, and follow me on Instagram at GenaMoonOfficial, as I will be posting more on there.